Welcome to the next AlgoCloud live session. I'm really happy to see you here, because today's topic is something very special. Over the last year, we've been working on a very new way to let traders trade without using their own capital inside AlgoCloud. We've just implemented this feature for Darwinex Hero, and this is the first live bridge that connects AlgoCloud directly with MetaTrader 5. But this is only the beginning. Our long-term goal is to build a universal bridge that connects AlgoCloud with any broker or prop trading firm worldwide. And today, we are proud to say we are first in the world to make stock picking available for Darwinex Hero accounts. Many traders would like to trade stocks, but they either don't have enough capital for real trading or simply don't want to risk their own money, yet they still want to trade. That's exactly the problem that prop trading or capital seed allocation brokers solve. Let's make it simple. How much can you really make trading with your own capital? And how does that compare to Darwinex Hero? Imagine two traders. The first one opens a real stock account with 5,000 USD. He trades responsibly, without leverage. Let's say he earns 10% a year, which is a decent result. That's profit 500 per year. Not bad, but it won't change your life. Now, look at the second trader. He joins Darwinex Hero and pays 38 euros per month for access to virtual 1 million USD stock account in MetaTrader 5. With the same performance, 10% annual return, he can demonstrate 100,000 USD profit potential on paper. That's the kind of track record that attracts attention, and it can later lead to real capital allocation from Darwinex up to 500,000 euros. So instead of providing yourself on 5,000 USD account, you can prove yourself on 1 million USD portfolio with the same logic, same strategies, but much bigger impact. So this is the difference. With small account, even if you perform well, your growth is slow and stay under the radar. With Darwinex Hero, you can show the same performance on 1 million portfolio, get visibility, ranking, and verify Darwin score. That's the path from being a small independent trader to managing capital like a professional. And this is exactly why we built the AlgoCloud and MetaTrader 5 bridge to give AlgoCloud user direct access to that opportunity. And this isn't just a theory, it's already working in practice. Let me show you an article on our blog written by Libor, one of our long-term AlgoCloud users. In March 2024, Libor came up with an idea to connect AlgoCloud directly with MetaTrader 5 and trade on Darwinex Hero. Since our MT5 bridge didn't exist yet, he built his own Python bridge that copied trades from Alpaca to MetaTrader 5. He opened a Darwinex Hero account with 1 million USD on virtual capital, created his own stock group in AlgoCloud, and ran about 15 strategies, fully automated without any manual interference. After 4 months of live trading, his Alpaca account gained 22%, while his Darwinex Hero MT5 account made 7%. The difference came from MT5 limitations, few available stocks, and a 1 million share limit per position. But overall, the system worked perfectly. It proved that AlgoCloud can trade through Darwinex Hero, and it's possible to build a real result without using your capital. Libor summed it perfectly. You don't have to use AlgoCloud only with Alpaca. With the new MetaTrader 5 bridge, you can trade with other brokers directly via MetaTrader 5. And that's exactly what we are releasing today. Now, you've seen how it works in real life. Tom will show you how it looks in practice. A full demo of the AlgoCloud MetaTrader 5 bridge from installation to live trades. Tom, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Cornel. I'm excited to show this today because we have been working hard on this project for last couple of months. It took us longer than expected, however, we wanted to make sure that the bridge is reliable. And now it's time to take a look at the practical part and switch to the platform. First, we will start by showing how to set up AlgoCloud to connect to MT Bridge. We are logged into AlgoCloud and I first click on Brokers and then Connected Brokers. Here I have a demo test account that I want to connect to MT Bridge. In the Publishing column, I then select Manage and Add New Channel. When I click on it, I can name it. for example, Darwinex 0. Here I have a unique code that I use to connect in MetaTrader. I have to check what I want to share. I want to share trade execution and trade history. Next, I can choose which strategies I want to copy to MT5. I can select all of them or individual strategies from a given account. I click on Add, and now only trades from this strategy will be copied. Now I select all, click on Update and then Close. And I see that I already have one channel created here. Now let's see how to set up MT Bridge in MetaTrader. Once we have AlgoCloud ready with the channel setup, we need to download and install MT Bridge. I can download it by opening my user profile and navigating to the Help section, where I find the help and documentation page for AlgoCloud. I select supported brokers, and here AlgoCloud MT Bridge is available for download. I click on the article. Here is the link to MT Bridge. I simply save the zip file to my downloads. By the way, here are the complete instructions on how to connect and set up MT5 Bridge. Now I close this window and open File Explorer in Download folder, where I unzip the entire downloaded archive. I personally use the WinRAR application, but you can use the default application that comes with Windows. I have 3 subfolders in the directory that we will need: expert, images, and libraries. In the next step, I will guide you through the installation of MT Bridge in MetaTrader 5. Once I have downloaded MT Bridge, I switch to MetaTrader. First, I need to check that everything is set up correctly. I click on Tools and Options. And in the Expert Advisor tab, I need to enable automated trading and also import DLL libraries. Then I click on File and Open Data folder. Here I have the main MetaTrader program data folder. A directory with MQL data opens and open it. Then I need to copy all folders from MT Bridge that I downloaded to this directory. So just simply select all folders, click on Copy, and then paste it to MetaTrader 5 folder. At first glance, it's clear that the files have been placed in these directories. Now I can close the Explorer. Next, I need to restart MT5. So just close the MT5 and open it again. I noticed that a new Expert Advisor, AC Bridge, has been added to Expert Advisors. I click on Expert Advisor and just drag it into the chart. A subwindow has now opened where the Import DLL Libraries option must be checked. And then we have the Input tab. Here is the channel ID from AlgoCloud that the bridge will connect to. Now we will enter the ID that we set in AlgoCloud. I need this channel ID for the setting, so I click on the Copy ID button and copy and paste it into the MT5 settings. Max trade size is the maximum number of stocks that can be opened in a single position. MT Bridge automatically divides larger positions into several smaller positions. Darwinex 0 has this set to 1000. So I will leave these settings at 1000. we will leave the production version set to true. Now I click OK. A screen has opened where I can see the empty bridge version number and the status that is connected. Now that we have everything ready, we are waiting to copy trades from AlgoCloud to MetaTrader 5. Now let's see the live execution of empty bridge in action. We can see here in MetaTrader 5, you can view list of orders directly on chart window. We can see that all of the trades were copied from AlgoCloud to MetaTrader 5. So we can see that live in action. If we want to check which orders were copied from AlgoCloud, just go to the AlgoCloud where you will find the same list of orders. Just click on the refresh button, wait a bit, like this, and all trades were copied to MetaTrader 5 Darwinex 0. As we can see here, the list of trades are matching with AlgoCloud. That was the opening, and now let's see the closing of the trades. Now we can see the evening closing of the position and the opening of new position on on-bar close trigger. And here you can see the trading history where the trades were closed 3 minutes before exchange closing. Darwinex 0 comes with a few limitations you should be aware of. So we need to take a look at it, how to use broker profiles in this case. Because not all brokers support the same symbols. Therefore, it is necessary to filter them and take them into account in the backtest. So let's see how to use this feature in AlgoCloud. I load the strategy into the editor. I can use a simple one, and I will run a backtest on a Russell 2000, for example. Now the backtest is complete. I can see that I have about 88,000 trades here. Now the problem is that Darwinex only supports 800 stock tickers. This means that out of the 2000 stocks that this index contains, many tickers are likely not traded because they are not supported in Darwinex. Therefore, we need to rerun the backtest and take into account that we only use tickers that Darwinex supports. So I click on Settings, and in the trading options I set the broker to Darwinex 0. And I do the backtest again. We can see that this time there are only approximately 39,000 trades over a 30-year period. Now let's see how to create your own stock group for Darwinex 0. We tested the strategy on a Russell 2000 index, limited to tickers supported in Darwinex. The problem is that the test was limited to tickers that Darwinex offers, but which are included in the Russell 2000 index. Darwinex will offer a wide range of additional tickers that are not included in the Russell 2000 index. We can still test the strategy on all Darwinex stocks. Therefore, I will have to create a new group of stocks. First, I need to click on the Brokers menu. Here, I see the Darwinex 0. I select Edit, and here I see all the tickers that Darwinex supports. So I copy them using the shortcut Ctrl+C. Click on the Stock Group menu, create a new group, and name it Darwinex 0. In the exchange field, I need to choose NISA. Then I copy all the tickers using the shortcut Ctrl+V and save. Here I can see that the group is ready and I can test everything again. So I go back to Algo Wizard and in the settings, I switch the broker to no filter. In the data tab, I switch the symbol to Darwinex 0, which is listed. I select full backtest and wait for the result. The strategy was very active, even on those few stocks, as evidenced by a total of 82,000 trades, which is only about 6,000 less than on the Russell 2000. So this is an example on how you can create your own group of stocks. And what are the disadvantages of a custom stock group for Darwinex 0? Let's take a look at it. I load a strategy that is actually same as before, but trades on the opposite side, meaning it trades short. First, I load it, and we will test it on the Russell 3000. I go to my strategies, then I click on some strategy, open in editor, just checking the short side, go to the settings, we can see that Russell 3000, and I hit full backtest. The test is complete and our equity is growing nicely. We have approximately 88,000 trades again. However, I will now limit it according to the Darwinex 0 broker profile. This means that we will now trade all stocks that are part of the Russell 3000 and are also listed on Darwinex. Here we can see that our trades have decreased to 81,000 of trades. But at the same time, the equity is at loss at the beginning, and there is a limitation. We can try more backtests using the Darwinex group symbol without a selected broker profile. We will test all stocks listed on Darwinex, but not all of them are required to be in the Russell 3000. The results are even worse, with even more trades, which is strange. However, if you want to trade with Darwinex, you need to build your strategies directly on the stocks that Darwinex 0 supports. We still need to point out one crucial thing. The thing is that the data starts loading into Darwinex about 2 minutes after the stock market opens. That means at 3:32 p.m. our time. This is Cyprus time, so at 4:32 p.m. But that's 2 minutes after the market opens. So if we have a strategy that places orders before the market opens, as in this case it uses stop order with a before bar open trigger, this means that the order is triggered approximately 9 or 10 minutes before the market opens. Darwinex does not accept these orders. So if you have any strategies with a before bar open trigger, you need to change the trigger to on bar open for the order to be accepted by broker. That said, here we have a strategy backtest with a before bar open trigger. Now I will show you how to change the strategy from a before bar open trigger to an open bar trigger. You change the trigger, and now you need to change all shift blocks containing 0 from 0 to 1. Bar 0 means that it is the last candle, but since we have changed the logic using the trigger, we must also reflect this change in the logic of the strategy. You confirm the value using a smart dialog. click on the following change, shift button and confirm. You can see that this close values has changed to 1 and all other values has changed as well. Here, for this open value, you also need to change from 0 to 1. For the exit condition, you can leave the value at 0 because you will exit at the trigger value on bar close. Now, let's do a new backtest. And I can see that the backtest is exactly the same as with the before bar open trigger. It is necessary to take into account the restriction on before bar open, and if you have strategies containing this trigger, they will not work on empty bridge. So please be aware of this. And now let's take a look to some results from couple of months of trading with Darwinex Zero. Libor has been trading stocks on Darwinex since April this year, when he launched his first account with a capital of $1 million. Here you can see how his equity and balance have developed since then. Beautiful stable growth to this day. When we look at the results through the FX Blue, we can clearly see that Libor started in April and by the end of September had achieved a return of 7.2% or approximately $70,000. For such a large account, this is a very nice result, especially within the framework of controlled risk by Darwinex. Here we can also review the monthly returns from April to September week by week and see how the account gradually developed. And right in Darwinex, we can see also the performance of Darwin itself after taking into account their internal risk engine. The total appreciation is around 7 to 8%, which is great start for the first test account. Libor has not yet reached the payout, but the main goal now is to build a stable and long-term track record. He is currently planning to adjust risk management to better align with Darwinex rules, thereby increasing capital utilization and potential appreciation. And that's all for today. Leave a comment and tell us what do you think about the bridge. We would like to hear your feedback. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss our future updates. We have more exciting news coming in the next few weeks. Happy trading and see you in the next video.